So have you ever wondered why it is that no one seems to be finding your business since you made this website online? And you've heard that you need digital marketing. But what is digital marketing? What's included in it? What does it mean even? Well, this video is going to show you 5 proven ways that I use digital marketing to help boost my website so it gets found, so I get new clients and customers to my website. So if you're a small team trying to run your business using your website and you're trying to find out ways in which you can use it on a budget, then I'm going to show you these 5 proven ways that I've used. And I'm also going to point out some pitfalls that novices often make in these 5 areas. So here's a simple question to start out with. What actually is digital marketing? Well, digital marketing is like an umbrella term for all different forms of marketing. And as you can see here are the 5 main areas that people use to market their business by means of digital marketing. So it's an umbrella term. So let's jump straight into the first one, which is probably the most familiar one. It's content marketing. So what is content marketing? Well, it's a strategy where you use content to attain more interest in your business. So whether you're writing a blog, whether you produce a video about it, whether you write a how-to article, whether you're perhaps using podcasts or other forms of media, the idea is you're producing content that shows why people finding this content need your products or your services. So it's a kind of form of education, but the most important way to do it is by means of trying to help your potential customer so that they realise that you have the solution to their problem. And in this, you may have heard of words like SEO, keyword research. And the idea is you're trying to find the types of words that your clients, your customers are going to use in a search engine so that they find the content that leads them to your business. So what's the most common mistake novices make on this? Well, they tend to write the articles for themselves, as if they're writing it and already know the information about their business. So in effect, they're using insider language rather than thinking about their customer, who might be using a language that is quite different because they don't know the terms that are used in your particular niche. And there's another little novice mistake most people make is they go out onto the internet, they find an article and they then copy that information, and then they then put that information, that copied article, onto their website, thinking that's going to also bring in traffic. So as a second tip, that isn't SEO at all. Google is fully aware of who produced the original article, and you won't get a lot of credit for copied articles these days. So let's take our second area of social media marketing. So this one often gets confused with digital marketing because it's so often used. Social media marketing is just thinking of your Facebook, your Twitter, your LinkedIn, maybe even Google Business Profile to some degree has a social element to it. So social media marketing, or sometimes it's abbreviated as SMM, is a form of digital marketing. It enables large brands to communicate with their customers. So often if they have information that they want to update their customers with, they'll put it out on Facebook or on Twitter. And it means then you can follow brands that mean something to you. So ideally you want your customers to follow your brand by means of social media marketing. And it's been proven that you can build your brand and you can increase sales by means of that type of communication. But the challenge can be trying to keep all these platforms updated. So I've used Publer in the past, I use Circle Boom at the moment, and I'll put some links down below if you want to try those out. And the advantage of those is it means that you can produce an article for your content marketing, and then you can then let all the social media platforms where your followers are, they can then be updated that fresh information is there for them to take advantage of, to find out more information about. So it's a great way to communicate, not by putting out on individual social media platforms, but by doing it through one central point. And in that way you get a consistency. So what's the big mistake that novices often make in this area? Well, what they do is they think, what platform do I like to use? I like Facebook. I'll use Facebook. Rather than thinking, where's their clients? If all their clients are using Snapchat, if all their clients are, say, on Instagram, depending on the type of industry they're in, you need to think, if everyone's on LinkedIn, why would I use Twitter? Or if everyone's on Facebook, why would I use LinkedIn? You have to think, where is your audience? And of course, often your audience will be on one particular platform mainly. So prioritise, give that the priority if that's where your audience is. Now at this point, I'd love to hear what social media platform you use, and what you think is most effective for your type of business. So put it down below, and that will help me understand my audience as to whom I'm talking to today. So we're going to go on to the third area, adverts. So how can you use adverts to build up your digital marketing area and your strategies to get more customers? You may have heard of PPC, pay per click. Google or Bing or Facebook or Instagram, they'll put out an advert about your business, and unless someone clicks on that advert, then you don't pay for anything at all. If you work on percentages, every 100 clicks you have, maybe one will turn into a customer, but you're paying for those 100 clicks in the first place. So in effect, you pay for what you receive. And so that kind of works out quite well. If you have a limited budget, you can set aside a certain amount per month. And once that's spent, then your advert's no longer shown. But again, depending on your audience may depend on which platform you choose to put your PPC together. So you may choose it's Facebook, depending on your type of audience. You may find that Google is also going to give you rewards. But again, it's depending on your demographics. It depends on your audience type. And also you may want to have different types of campaigns. Sometimes retargeting a campaign or using a video ad can be more effective, it can be more engaging than it is if you then perhaps just choose to target for sales only. It's often said that Facebook is about brand awareness and Google is about instant results. So you need to think again, which of those two, in particular, if you're using Facebook or Google, would you choose? So what's the common mistake that novices will make? Well, they won't respond to then what they see the results are. So after maybe a month, you can review to see how good that campaign's been and the quality of traffic it's producing. Now, if you don't then make adjustments, you'll find you are throwing money away. So things like negative keywords can be used in the advert itself. So as an example, if you were selling phones and a certain model, the word review, so say it's an iPhone, if they put iPhone and then the word review, they're not wanting to purchase the iPhone, they're wanting to get information about the iPhone. So you probably wouldn't use review as a good word in your campaign. So even though you're paying for those that perhaps are searching for an iPhone, you might then say, but if they use the word review in that search term, then don't show my advert. And what you'll find then is you're refining down to your particular audience that are more intent on purchasing rather than actually just getting information. So it's a bit further down the line, a bit further down the chain. So at this point, it's always good to set goals as well. So maybe you've got a goal in particular that you want to set for yourself. So put it down below in the comments and let me know what your goal is for the coming year regarding your digital marketing campaigns. Now, the fourth area is one that's close to my heart because it's Google Business. It used to be called Google My Business. It's now currently called Google Business Profile. Why am I so attached to this? If you've seen any of my videos on this channel, you'll notice that probably 2 out of every 3 videos is to do with Google Business Profile. And the reason being is it's the most effective way for digital marketing for the majority of businesses. So if you've registered your business with Google and then just left it, you might want to just get it going again. Why? Because it brings in so much more traffic and it's for free. So whereas with adverts, you're paying constantly each month, Google Business can get you to the top of Google Maps, Google's search engine. In fact, 90% of your customers are probably using a Google product, whether it's Google or whether it's YouTube. And then they're looking for your type of business. So Google Business Profile, having that up to date, having it optimized and having it so that it's consistent with your business throughout the internet is a massive strategy for digital marketing. And remarkably, with Google Business Profile, you can add offers as well. And you can have, in effect, your own adverts. So you can add what's new and you can almost format the advert like you can see here, where you want a decent headline, you want to build curiosity, you want so that they know what to do next, a call to action, you want to grab their attention for using good keywords. And that process is true on all adverts, but you can do that for free using Google Business Profile. So what's the common mistake I find all the time? Well, it is quite simply that people don't optimize their Google Business Profile. They register it, they just then leave it, or they leave it so it's inconsistent. So that's something that, again, you'll find I'll help you with on this channel. So obviously subscribe if you haven't done so already. And the fifth area that's probably just as important in many ways is collecting emails. So email marketing is always going to be effective. You collect some interest when they visit your website, maybe through Aweber or MailChimp. But the beauty is once they've signed up to be registered with you, you can then just gradually feed them information. So rather than it being full-on sales, they can just build up trust with your business. And they may take some time, but it's a gradual process. Make them aware of products or offers that you have coming out. Give them a bit of extra insight into what you're going to do for the future. And gradually you're educating your audience why they should value your brand. What's the biggest mistake when it comes to email marketing? Well, it's not combining it with your other social media platforms. So when you're building up your presence on, say, Facebook or Google Business Profile, you can integrate it with your email marketing too. So you want the two to work together. Now, if you've got something like MailChimp, which is great because it gives you 2,000 email addresses for free, so there's no payment until you get beyond 2,000 email addresses, there'll be a link down below that will show you how you can get MailChimp. But also, if you've got MailChimp and you've set it up on your website, then I've got other videos that will show you how you can then build that list. But there's also one setting that few people know about. It combines MailChimp with Google Business Profile and gives the two even greater power and encourages testimonials and reviews too. So if you haven't seen that video, then head over to it now and I'll show you how you can do that for your business. I'll see you there.